He has not done this for a while.
Because I want to do a email campaign, I need this out before I can send out my link.
Okay, good. Sure, just give me a moment. Okay.
Yeah.
So once you're ready, you're going to log in.
Yeah.
So this is the dashboard that you probably will see.
Yes.
All right. So this one, of course, you can set it up on your own, which you probably know. This is just widgets on products and stuff like that. So like this one is actually additional. You can actually set this up if you want to. You know what's gonna be and stuff like that.
Okay.
Okay, now, so the first thing first is that we need to actually go down to my account. All right, and then where is the thing? Web admin under services.
Okay.
Web admin. Click on it. You'll see that there are one whole list of websites here.
Okay, because I have registered my website, but I still don't have the rest of the website.
No issue. What happens is that they will actually have the access once you actually set it up. I've got a lot more over here because I've set up UK and this Spain. So you can see I actually have like GPR as well as ESP.
Okay.
If not, right, you definitely would actually have the following below here, which is actually SG.
Yeah, I hope.
Taiwan, Hong Kong, Australia, and Malaysia.
I only got stockshop.com SG and business recruitment. That's all.
Hey, you don't have motifs and the isotonics?
Yeah, you see.
Okay. That shouldn't be the case. You might want to actually ask the office what happened, because that should already be included when you do your subscription.
Yeah, that's why I haven't emailed the back office yet.
Yeah, you just email them now, then they'll be easier. So I'm going to just run through right how we're going to set it up, right? So let's just go into any one of them. Good. Let's go to Malaysia. So you're going to edit. Once you're going to edit, right, there's actually this display name, which is something that is actually going to be displayed on our website. I'm going to show you where it is.
Yeah.
All right. So you're going to we go to MYS. So once you type in the correct URL, you'll see over here, your shop consultant is actually your name and your number.
Yeah.
It has a number because I actually included a number over here.
Okay.
Yeah. So I leave it to you what you want to put. Some people just put their own name. Some people just put their company's name. I prefer to put my company name as well as my so-called contact details.
Okay.
Right. So in terms of address, right, you can just leave it blank. It's not necessary required, because there's only required is actually the display name. Okay.
Okay.
Now email is very important because that's the email that people will send the message to. So you need to actually get it sorted away. Right. So for this one, right, Malaysia, just keep it as KL, which is actually by default. All right. And then this one, you see over here, there's other setting where it allows you to show the address and phone number, which I typically wouldn't put, because I already put my numbers over here. And then if you want to actually display a custom picture, you can do so. But again, unless you're actually wanting to show a company's logo, putting your own face or whatsoever sometimes may not necessarily be ideal. Reason being that there are some people just want to keep it very private lah.
Understand.
Because they are probably working as well. All right.
Okay.
So now then it comes to this thing called the Google Analytics. If you have a Gmail account, you could actually create a Google Analytics tracking ID, which basically allows you to actually track who actually goes to your website, what kind of demographics and stuff like that. This one will actually be useful if you are looking to actually buy Google Ads. All right. So then you can actually go into this view analytics report, right, to see who goes to your site. So that's actually it. Very simple. And then once you're done with the thing, you just press update.
Okay.
Okay. So far, any questions?
No.
Nope. So then you go to web admin, you just do the same for the rest of them. Okay, for the rest of them. Now, under this business recruitment, this is something that is only used if you were to actually send your web link, which is this one, to your potential friends who you want to invite to sort of like join you in the business. Right, it's basically a little bit more of like a company's profile and stuff. So I'm going to show you what it is. I typically don't use this because the thing is that nothing beats meeting the person face to face. You get what I'm trying to say? Right? So you'll tell you what the UnFranchise business all about and stuff like that. So what I build on products. So you can actually have a lot of quick facts over here. And you can also download this so-called shop.com's thing. Right? If I were you, I probably would send a video instead if I want to actually talk about it. But again, this video itself is actually relatively short, so it's not going to tell you too much. All right. So the setup is actually the same. So let me just go back there, and now I'll just press edit. As you can see, it's actually almost the same, except because the region itself is not there because this is actually for Singapore.
Okay.
So again, your display name has to be put up properly, so that when they actually point to you, you know where they're actually going to. Okay, I'm trying to see whether or not I actually have it over here, but it seems that it's actually not reflected. Yeah, it's not reflected. Okay, but even though it's not reflected, by clicking sg.shop.com, this button, typically if you set up correctly, it will direct you back into the shop.com interface where your shop consultant will be you.
Okay.
Because if you didn't set that up right, then what happens is that it may redirect you to somewhere else. Right, so that one is important. Okay. So yeah, any question up to here?
No.
No, huh? Okay, then once you actually get your isotonics and motifs sites, right? Since you don't actually have it, I'm gonna show you what I mean by that. You can actually click on any one of them as well, again, just to set it up. It's gonna be very similar. Except that it depends on, like I said, which location you're talking about. Hong Kong. Hong Kong has a little bit more details.
Okay.
Right, but again, there's nothing much have changed. You still need your email and stuff like that. And then of course the thing is that connect to which custom web portal. It's always talking about going back to your own self.
Okay.
Right? So far so clear, huh?
Okay.
Now then this one you can see that I just put Kelvin, right? You can actually change this again to as per okay, I just want to actually prove a point about the details. Okay, you can see this is Kelvin because I haven't changed it yet, right?
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna just update this. Let's see how quickly it refreshes. Okay, so it's actually updated successfully. So let's try to refresh this. Okay, it may take a bit of time for them because of cookies and whatsoever. So let me try to use another browser. Let me know you can't see because I'm changing my browser.
Okay. Okay.
Can you see Safari?
No.
Okay, give me a moment. Let me do a share screen. Okay. Where is my Safari? Okay, can you see Safari now?
Yeah.
So as you can see here, what happens is that it has already been updated.
Okay.
Okay. So it's actually pretty quick lah in a sense, because if not, it wants you just need to refresh your cookies and it should already be there.
Okay.
Okay, let me just go back to my Chrome. Okay, here you go. Now, let me go back to web admin. There's a couple of other sites called the custom sites.
Okay.
Right, which is something which is pretty interesting. I've not really used it that much, but you can actually try to play around with it lah. So I'm going to
Okay.
show you what it looks like, right? So you can actually go to this custom mini,
Uh-huh.
all right? And I set up as Taiwan. So it's actually taiwan.something.com/something. It's called Touch Sports Bomb. So let's see what it looks like before we actually wait. Before we go into the setting it up. It's interesting because it's not your typical shop.com website.
Okay.
But it actually does have a focus. It's like what are you exactly looking for and stuff like that. So you can actually have a search. If not, it gives you a list of items which you actually can custom put together.
Okay.
All right. So this one is actually more for sports related, which is reason why we actually have like the champion blend, the digestive enzymes, vitamin D, and of course the a prime joint kit, calcium, and then you should have TLS in here. Okay, so let's just go here. This one, and edit.
Talking about the sport product, right?
Yep.
I intend to grab my friend in, but the thing is, I haven't contacted to him yet. But he's actually air stewardess in
Air steward.
doing
Okay.
Dubai the airline. So he's a bodybuilder.
Okay.
He went to the gym. I mean, he almost every day he will go to the gym.
Sure.
And the thing is, he will bring his friend along. So
Sure.
I intend to grab him in to so-called help me to market some of the products or so-called share some of the product on his website.
Sure. Now the thing is this. The thing is that you probably have your own ideal name list in terms of how you want to actually target them. I'll leave that to Larry on how you should be actually targeting. But of course the thing is that not all bodybuilders, given that I've been actually doing in the fitness industry for a while, not all bodybuilders will actually find our business useful in terms of when it comes down to partnership. The reason being is that we don't actually sell much of our own exclusive bodybuilding products, from your wee isolates to your creatine to your BCAA and stuff like that. It's not available. Unlike in US, is actually easily available, right? So that becomes a little bit of a challenge. It's like a lot of people like to buy things from iHerb. Shopback has iHerb, but we don't. Okay? And one of the reasons I understand is because they do actually sell competing products as us, So because of that, they will probably be of least priority until the market sort of like opens up, because they do not want to dilute the effect of whatever exclusive product we're trying to market over here.
Okay.
In the US, it's slightly different. They can actually partner with all sorts of things because there's a lot of things they can actually convert to BV using Shop Local. Over here, there isn't yet.
Okay.
Okay, so it takes a bit of time now. So let's get back.
But his is Abu Dhabi, not in local.
You mean he's in Abu Dhabi? Yeah, the thing is that there's probably
I will get him to go to global website rather than our local website.
Sure. Yeah, but the thing is that you see, for Abu Dhabi, or Dubai or wherever, right? What happens is that there's also limited products that can be sent over there.
Oh, understand.
So you need to understand that different markets, they actually have certain rules and regulations in terms of what can be sold in the particular market. So if today, right, I'm looking at the product range for Dubai versus the product range from, let's say, Kazakhstan, or for that matter, in China, the product range will be different.
Okay.
Right? So the company already preset in terms of what products can be sent to which country. So when you select your country listing within the global itself, it basically stipulates what goes there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Understand.
Okay. So
Okay.
let me get back to this particular website, which is the custom mini website. You probably have 4 of them. Right, so the web address, why is it called Torch Sports? Because I actually selected sports nutrition and Torch Sports came up.
Okay.
Today, I want to just focus on maybe pet care. Okay, as you can see that the thing will change as well.
I can't see all.
You can't see my screen now?
Yeah, I can't see. It's focusing on you now.
Oh, sorry, my apologies.
No problem.
Let me get to Chrome. Where's my Chrome incognito? Okay. My apologies. Can you see now?
Okay, can.
Can. So as I was saying, that this is actually the mini site, the custom site. So it's actually the tw.torchsports.slash Braven, right? That's because it was actually under sports nutrition, which was what you saw in terms of this mini site.
Okay.
Right? But I can change it. So I'm actually changing the Taiwan account, the custom account.
Okay.
I say it's custom Taiwan. So if I were to change it to say pet care, it will show you all the products that's actually available in pet care.
Okay.
Right? And then you can actually select the kind of products that you want to be used to be shown.
Okay.
Right? And then after which you can actually do any form of customization you want. Right? And then the domain will be the one which is actually more related to sports or anything else. And then the website connected to, if they were to actually want to find out more, the Taiwan website.
The domain, do I need to fix
No, it's actually by default. You can't change.
Default. Okay,
As you can see here, it's actually already by default. So the company actually made quite a lot of effort in terms of buying certain like keywords for websites like Pentaxel, Cellular Labs, Timeless Prescription. All these are actually so-called a part of their grand plans to make things a little bit more exclusive.
Okay.
So this is basically to show you that there's a lot more things that we can do. Like this one is actually under My Pet Solutions. Okay, so people can actually go to these sites and then get to look at all these kind of things. But bear in mind, because this is actually only for Taiwan.
Okay.
So things will actually happen probably in Chinese. Okay.
So for like example for isotonics, right?
Isotonics, yes.
Isotonics, I want to add B plus with calcium together. Is it possible?
What do you mean by add B plus and calcium together?
Because as for now,
drinking,
B plus and calcium are separate items. So you want to package them
website
together, right? Is it possible?
In your own website?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't actually allow that kind of bundle.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're talking about bundling is typically very much individual. You can understand the reason why the company does that is because individually some people might already be using calcium of their own.
Okay.
And it's easier for you to actually change somebody who is actually using calcium than compared to somebody who is actually not using calcium. It's actually, you know what, since you're using calcium, how about actually using a drinkable one? So for them to switch is actually easy.
Okay.
Right? But the thing is that not everybody actually use calcium, for example. Right? And they probably only use B complex. Then in this case, if I would actually set it as a bundle, right? Then this person may not want to buy.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So if let's say today you want to run a bundle, it's going to be very much on your own. So what I would do is this. I'm actually looking at this particular person and find out what he is, what kind of potential problems he may have, what kind of potential products he already have me using. Right? So upon actually saying that, you know what, hey, I understand that you're usually a vegetarian and you're probably above 40. So, you know, if you're actually aware, osteoporosis is a big issue, right? And vegans, being vegans, they actually lack B vitamins, right? All these are actually supported by nutritional studies.
Okay.
So maybe, you know, for yourself, you might want to consider, you know, buying this drinkable supplements, which I'm personally using. And it's actually B complex and calcium, which I actually put it together. It actually tastes quite nice because, you know, it gives you a little, you know, zesty, lemony, you know, tinge, you know, of a drink, right? So if you want, I can actually pass you some samples. You can actually try something along that line. You know what I'm trying to say?
Okay.
Or if this particular person, you know, is actually having joint pain, right? And if you're gonna recommend a product, you probably wouldn't want to actually just recommend so-called B complex and calcium as a bundle, right? You might want to actually talk to the person by actually sharing prime joint and calcium, or prime joint and bromelain if the person is in pain. So bundling wise is actually more individual, more personalized. So you do not want to, you know, actually have it like a standalone in the website lah. So that's the reason why the company doesn't actually do that.
Okay.
Okay. So typically, you know, the other way to go around is that, you know, tell her, hey, if you buy one, it's actually at this price. Buy two, I've got a discount code which you can use. So you can set it up in terms of discount code.
Regarding to sorry about that. Regarding to the discount code, right? The discount code only can use upon onto your website, right? It's not to.
You can set it up.
Okay.
Which I'm going to show you right now. So you go under customers, right? So before I go down there, any other questions on the websites? You probably will have a little bit more when you know, your other sites are up.
Okay, will do.
Okay. So let's go down to customers under coupon admin. Click on that, and then you actually come to this page whereby you can actually have a 10% off perpetually, right? Because you can set the expiry date. Right, and you can actually select the site you want it to be on. I want it to be on Isotonics. I want it on the shop.com. I don't want it on my motives. I remove all motives.
Okay.
Okay. There's actually four discount codes, which is 10%, 20, 15%, 20%, and then 25%. All right. So I can actually set if I want to. So let's just say that today I'm actually running a year-end promotion just for the last 2 weeks of December. What I'm going to do is that I want to run it for 15% off. I'll select the site that I want, which is actually Motive, Shop.com, Isotonics, and TLS. Nutramatics is only for US.
Okay.
Because they actually provide customized blend for this Isotonics.
Okay.
Okay. So I can set the select all.
Okay.
And I set the date to be up to 2018 January, and then I put 01. Okay, so I've selected that, and now it says submit.
So means that whatever you set on this website, right, is so-called available on your custom website, right?
Correct. So it'll be on my shop.com website. So, you know, if the person goes to your website, you'll not be entitled to it. The coupon code will not be valid.
Okay.
But if it comes to my site straight away, if you use the coupon code, right, the 15% off is valid.
Okay.
All right. And if I want to just turn it off, just turn it off. Okay. Yes, deactivate coupon. Done. So you see right now it's actually not activated. Let me just refresh my screen. Hey, how come it's not deactivated? See, it's only for today, active only.
Okay.
Because you do not know whether or not you know, anybody already started using it, so you just need to actually deactivate it, right? But then since it's actually for today, you're stuck.
Okay.
Right. So that's why it is for coupon. Anything else that was not shown to you the last time and you want to find out a little bit more?
Not really. Perhaps I have to email the back office before.
Yeah. So it's better you actually do that as quickly as possible.
Understand.
because that will actually affect everything else. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so have you done your sorry, say that again.
By the way, looking at the form 1000, right?
Yes.
Okay, I really get confused about this form 1000.
Sure.
What do I really have to do for it?
Okay, so what happens is that for form 1000 is typically, for you to actually endorse that you have done the right thing, which is to actually make at least 2 sales within a quarter that amounts to be anything between 250 Sing dollars and above. Okay, so what happens is that you actually choose the quarters that is actually required. So in this case, this is the current quarter, this is the next quarter. So as I choose the next quarter, it'll tell me whether or not my requirements are met. And my requirements are not met, right? I can actually select those and then just dump it in. Right? So as you can see, it's over here itself. This is actually the previous quarter, which is actually August to November, right? I actually have this list of so-called product sale that's being done. So I could actually easily choose any one of these to make up 250 and above, and then I'll submit into my BDC with 001. I'll just press submit, and then that is done.
Okay.
Okay, because mine is already done, it's actually difficult for me to show you how else to actually get it away, unless I actually have something which is empty. Maybe what happens is that this one is already pre-assigned. Let's see whether I can do anything or not. No, I can't. I can't set to 001. It need to be actually assigned to 001. Yeah, which is the reason why my mine is already met.
So means that it can, for what I remember, is cannot be personally consumed.
Well, why not?
So means that I can buy from my website and pass it to my friend, but I still can fill them into this form 1000.
Yes, right? As long as they are preferred customer.
But they did not register as a preferred customer.
Then you need to find a way to register them as a preferred customer, or it can be your wife, or it can be your girlfriend, it can be your mother, it could be anybody.
But they still need a website, email
address. Yes.
Okay.
That's all you need. Okay. So I'm actually doing the thing that's supposed to be done right. You're not supposed to do it. But the thing is that you definitely can sell it to a friend. Because the thing is that whatever you buy into your auto ship, right, these are things that you supposedly personal consumption. But if your friend needs something urgently, you can simply create a receipt and then do that. So let me go and show you how you're going to do it. Just go to sales entry receipt. All right, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to select one customer. Let's just say this is my list of customers. A very long list. So I have those in Taiwan.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, but the thing is that they provided they actually consume, right?
Yeah.
So let's see if I can actually find who that is. Okay, okay. So this is my wife. So sometimes she actually buys stuff, right? So I'll just continue. And she sometimes buy lipsticks. So I'm gonna make sure I just lipsticks. Make sure whatever you actually select over here, okay, it's actually things that you actually did make a purchase of.
Okay.
So let's just say it's OPC. So you can see there's a different kind of OPCs. Make sure that if you say it's actually under BV, make it it's actually under BV lah.
Okay.
So let's say you actually buy shoes. I'll just add on to this. Right? And then after which what I'm going to do is that I'll just go continue. Of course, you can change the price if you're selling to your friend at a discount and stuff. So this one can be changed. And you put in the order date. And then after which you can just continue.
Okay.
So once you have done that, right, you'll actually final to see whether or not you want to actually submit or create another receipt or whatsoever.
Okay.
So this is something that you can do. Once you press submit to 1000, you're automatically included in the previous page that I showed you earlier.
Okay.
All right. So it's actually pretty simple lah. And you can also email the receipt to your customers straight away. Okay?
Okay.
Any questions?
Do the customer customize our website? Do they have a autoresponder or something close to that?
When you say autoresponder, what do you mean? Specifically, like, what you want them to receive?
Something like that. Like example, because I do an email campaign.
Yep.
Okay, if they so-called get a product from me, right, from the particular website, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
What will they actually receive? Is it?
Other than the products.
So they'll actually receive, of course, the email to confirm their purchase, because that will actually give them, like literally, like like a DO lah. To show them that the particular product has been actually sort of like made a purchase of.
Okay.
Right. If they go directly to your website. It doesn't matter whether it's global, whether it's actually going to be your Singapore website, Taiwan website, Hong Kong website, or even Australia website. It's going to be all the same.
Okay. Okay.
Right. But do bear in mind that because there are those that doesn't go to the website, and you actually service them directly, which is the reason why this sales usually comes in very handy.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So they will receive something like this for those people who actually make a purchase from your website. It's just that for those who you sold directly, then you need to create a website for them. It's also good for two reasons. One is actually for your safekeeping in terms of who you have sold what to, right? Second thing is to fulfill your Form 1000. Bear in mind, maximum 2 receipts amount $250 and more. Yeah. So that's for your Form 1000, which you need to do every quarter.
Okay.
Okay, one last thing before I forget. Have you done your shopping annuity assessment?
No.
Okay, so please do that. I'm going to show you what it looks like. So once you go to shopping annuity assessment, right, it'll give you a breakdown in terms of what your spendings are going to be. And then, at least also give you an idea in terms of if you were to actually convert most of your spendings onto the platform, what kind of BV value, IBV value are you expecting? And then what kind of commissions are you also looking to achieve? If everybody within your team does the same.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is actually, a breakdown of stats, which you can actually find out a little bit more. Right? So monthly is about $3,000 in commission projected. Right? This is probably about the IBV side. This is actually the BV side. So IBV is typically a little bit slower. Okay, so try to get this done as soon as possible if not done it. This will actually be very helpful in terms of you building your business and of course getting your people, your team to actually commit to building the business as well.
Okay.
All right. So if no further questions, that's all I have.
Okay.
All right. If you have any questions, just feel free to give me a call.
Okay. Thanks.
All right. Okay. Take care. Speak
Okay.
soon.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.